Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look at triads again. This time we're looking at chromatic triads, or generally just knowing your triads better and being able to find a chord that you need easily and in any inversion. So this presupposes that you're familiar with the primary triad stuff, your 1, 4, 1, 5s and the way they work. So for this exercise we're going to take two at first non-diatonic chords. So that's two chords that aren't in the same key. I've chosen D major and B major. So the first order of business is to make sure you know what notes are in each of those chords. So for D major we've got D, F sharp, A, and for B major we've got B, D sharp, F sharp. And you might want to write them down on a bit of paper like so. From there, you're going to find your first shape for D major. So the obvious place to start is a root position. And then, so that will give you D on the A string, F sharp on the D string, and A on the G string. And then, using the layout of the chart that's there, work out where each note needs to go, each voice needs to go to get to the next chord. So in this instance, the D is going to go to D sharp, so it's just up one semitone, one fret. The F sharp is common to both notes, both chords, so that stays put. And the A will step up one step from A to B. So much like the 1, 4, 1, 5 stuff you've done, one note will very often stick, one note will move a tone, and one note will move a semitone. Not always, but generally that's how it tends to work out. So that looks like this. D major to B major. So we're starting off with a root position D major chord, D, F sharp, A. So as we go through the voice leading from D major to B major, starting with the D is going to go up a semitone to D sharp. The F sharp's common to both chords, that's staying put, and the A is going to move up to B. So you end up with that shape. So the move is like so. From there, you can then tackle a longer series of chords. So the example here is D major, B major, A flat major, and E flat major. And ideally, you want to pick a set of chords at random, some of which are sharp keys and some of which are flat keys. Because as you'll see, there are enharmonic connections, i.e. there's one note that's the same in both chords, but it might be spelled differently. So, for instance, in the A flat major chord, you've got E flat. Well, that's the same pitch as the D sharp in the B chord. So it's important to see these connections. And this is going to build up your general knowledge of chords and harmony, but also see connections between chords that aren't necessarily in the same key together. And so you've got three starting possibilities in terms of your first chord. So you could start the D chord as a root, as a first inversion, and as a second inversion. So you want to work through all four chords starting from each of those start points. Enjoy. Then from B major, that's our first inversion by the way, to A flat major. Well, A flat is A flat, C, E flat. So D sharp, the bottom note, is of course the same pitch as D sharp, an enharmonic equivalence, that's staying put. The G flat, the F sharp, I'm thinking of the other key now, is going to move up a step to A flat there, so we get our root fifth shape. And the B is just going to move a semitone to C, which is the major third of the chord. So we're going from there. So once again, one note stays put, one note moves a tone, and one note moves a semitone. And then from A flat to E flat, well, E flat, of course, is E flat, G, B flat. Well, we've already got an E flat at the bottom of the A flat chord, so that's staying put. The middle note is A flat. Well, it's just a semitone down to G, which is the major third of E flat major, and then the C is just a tone down to B flat, which is the fifth. So once again, one note sticks, one note moves the semitone, one note moves the tone, like so. From there, you want to move it up to the next inversion. So you remember how we do that? We've got your root position D major again. Take the top two notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets up, and then down a string. And then what was the bottom note is going to leapfrog up 2 frets, 2 strings to become the top. So we now got it in first inversion. It's going to work exactly the same, but obviously the notes are in different positions of the chord. So going to B major, the F sharp stays the same, that bottom note, no problem. A is going to go up to B, and D is going to go up to D sharp. So we go from here to there, from first inversion to second inversion. And then the A flat chord, well, right, okay, so we've got D sharp stroke E flat at the top. That's staying the same. The B is going to go up semitone to C there, and the F sharp stroke G flat is going to become A flat. So we go from like so. And then from the A flat chord to the E flat chord, well, we've got E flat at the top already. So that's going to stay put. The bottom, well, the middle note is C. That's just going to go down to become the fifth of E flat major. And the A flat is just going to go down a semitone to G. So we go from to, and there you go. So you want to work through all the 3 possible starting points. The next one for the D would be up here, of course, doing that. And work them all through, and then try other examples.